Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney, and today I am so excited to be filming my first weekly reading plans for 2024. I have been off doing mostly shorts the past couple of weeks just because I've been trying to digress for the end of the year. I actually took the last week or so off of work to spend time with the kids while they were on their break. It's been lovely. And I haven't been doing too much reading, so you've been following me on my short, you'll see what I've been reading. If you're not following me, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I post. I have scheduled posting days Thursdays and Sundays, and then I do shorts every day. And Thursdays usually some sort of book-ish video. I think this year it'll more so be like what I plan to be reading for the upcoming week, along with sprinkling some other different topics, and then Sunday's usually my weekly vlog, but we'll see how that plays out. So I'm so excited to update you guys. So the week before Christmas, maybe Christmas week, I was recording videos each day, and it was just kind of boring because I wasn't really reading too much, and I didn't have any bookish merch coming, anything like that. So there wasn't really a point in me reading, or uploading anything for the vlog, and so I just let it be and was staying on shorts. So these videos will be mostly the weekly reading plan. So if you didn't follow my last video, which was my 2024 reading plans and anticipated reads, I talked about having a weekly reading plan to see how that starts out for me. And so I want to talk through that, and then as my vlog gets started, I will talk about books that I've purchased and things like that, but this is just what I plan to read this upcoming week. So that's going to be confusing for me to keep straight because I want to tell you guys all the things, but this is not that video. Okay, so I'm going to pick 4 books this week, which is really risky because I feel like I'll have some left over, just depending on where my vibe is. So the first book I would like to read, which I'm currently reading, and I can hopefully finish it tomorrow or early the 1st, because it's the first week for me. It starts Sunday, and that's Behind the Net. This is by Stephanie Archer. It's part of the Vancouver Storm series. I'm reading this on my Kindle, obviously, and I'm about 24% in. And this story, I just picked up lightly. Maybe I picked it up maybe a month or so ago, but didn't get very far into it, mostly because this cover is so intense, and obviously my Kindle down, you could see the cover, but this book follows, oh my goodness, what are their names? You guys know. If you're new here, just know I never know their names. Jamie and Pippa. Okay, Jamie and Pippa went to high school together. Jamie was the jock. Pippa was 2 years younger, was sort of a nerd. And Jamie is now an NHL player, and he needs an assistant. He finds and rescues a dog, which is really a weird trope. He finds and rescues a dog and needs an assistant. Pippa gets hired, and they both pretend like they don't know each other. Jamie's automatically attracted to her and has said he was attracted to her even in high school, but she was just very, he was too intimidated to say anything to her, and then on the vice versa, she felt like he was cold and just a normal jock, and she was not, and so they didn't mesh. Anyway, they're gonna fall in love, as we know these books go, but it's super cute, super fast-paced, and there's another book in this series that comes after that, but since I'm 24% in, I feel good about being able to finish that soon. Then this week, I would like to start and finish, this is ambitious, Foul Lady Fortune. I picked this up at the recent sale that Barnes & Noble had, and they had this book and the book after it for 50% off. And I've been eyeing it for a few weeks. I saw it at the library originally and thought I would be interested in reading it, and now I own it, and so I would like to get a chunk of this done, right? The weekly. I would like to get this done. I feel like I'm setting myself up. Okay, and then the third book I would like to read, which I can read this simultaneously sort of at night, is Babysitter's Club number 29, which is Mallory and the Mystery Diary. If you are new to my channel, last year, probably around the summertime, I decided that I've always reread Babysitter's Club. I read them when I was a kid, but I decided in the summer I was going to start from book 1 and go straight through by publication order. And so when it's time for a super special, that I'm going through those at the same time, not including the mysteries. and I'm now on book 29. And so I plan to read that this week as well. And those are really easy palette cleansers, and it'll be good to offset this chunker. Now, at the end of last year, I can't believe well, I'm filming this and it's the 30th, but technically you'll be watching this, it's like the 31st or maybe even the 1st. But what I had decided was to do a spinner option for TBR prompts, just to like change things up and challenge myself. And sometimes the spinner option might fall into a book that I've already selected for this week, or I might need to find something else, but we shall see. So I picked 52 prompts. Thank you, ChatGPT. And put them on the spinner app on my iPad, and we're going to spin it to see what the prompt is. Then I'm going to see if I can try to find this book. A book with a non-human protagonist. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's see what I can find. Okay, so I started with trying to Google a book with a non-human protagonist. Then I immediately thought about Bookshops and Bone Dust. This is book 2 in the sort of Legends and Lattes series. And I've started this lightly, really, really lightly. But the main character is not human. And so, let's see. I feel like I'm 1% in. 1% in. So I feel like this is kind of a shorter book. I think the hardest part is going to be interest, because this series, while I want to love it, it's really hard to love it. But Viv is not human, in fact. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I'm trying to see how many pages it is. I want to say it's in the 200s. So there's 339 pages in this book, so a little bit longer than I anticipated. But between, let's see, let me do some math here. Okay, I'm 24% into, I don't really have a calculator on the iPad, guys. Okay, so the Behind the Net has 333-ish pages, times 24%. Okay, so I'm on page 79. So I guess I could have just opened up the book and looked at that. Okay, so I have 254 pages of that. This is going to be the one that I need to start on sort of right away. This has closer to 500. Oh gosh, this one has 500 pages in it. And then the Bookshops and Bone Dust is a little bit shorter. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. And then obviously the Babysitter's Club is a little bit shorter. So I'm definitely coming out the gate challenging myself, but I think that's what this whole year is about. In my sort of reading plans video, you saw that I plan to read 100 books this year, and I really want to go for quality, not quantity. I want to remember what I've read. And so I think that's going to be really good. The last thing I'll show you is just in my last video, I talked about part of my reading plans and my reading journal that I'll keep. And I actually ended up swapping out to get a different reading journal. And so I wanted to just show you what that looks like. And I can link this down below. It's on Etsy. And I liked this reading journal because it was just giving me a little bit more useful pages that I needed. The other one I had a lot of pages, but not all of them were very useful. So this one has your library pages. Again, you're still putting the covers of your books right there. And then you're giving the star rating. And then you get, then you get the bookshelf where you get to sort of color in the book and then add a title. And there's plenty of options there. You can do your monthly tracker. So for January, you can look at your TBR. I've already sort of put there, I want to read 10 books. And so I'll start putting a list together of the books that I'm reading. Any challenges that I want to have for myself. And then just some extras like TBR, wish list, anticipated releases, quotes, things like that. So this one's a lot more usable for me. And so I am excited about that. But other than that, that is everything for this week. So Comment down below what you plan to read this week. I hope you are finding great joy in sort of starting off the year again with new book options, new enthusiasm. Hopefully you gave yourself a little bit of a break before you jumped into new books, as we all can only hope. So that is all for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks to all my recent subscribers, especially over this break when I've just been doing short videos. Really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.